everybody, I'm Milo from Milo the Gathering, and I'm here with Face to Face Games Toronto for Canadian Nationals, where one person will be crowned the Canadian National Champion of 2018 on Canada Day. That's pretty awesome. Hi, so I'm here with Courtney, also known as the Purple Rogue, cosplayer, streamer, one of the guests here at Canadian Nationals 2018. Thanks for coming here.
I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun. Can't say no to playing Magic all day long.
And you've had some amazing cosplays the last couple of days. You are Jaya today, Jaya Ballard, and yesterday you actually did a cosplay of a newer character in Magic. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Vivian Reed. She is the new green planeswalker, and not a lot of people. The number one question I've been getting is like, did you do that in 2 weeks? Because she just was officially spoiled. But her picture was actually spoiled back in March, so I've been inspired since. So actually, I've had 2 months. I've worked on her for 2 months, so it's been good. Wow.
What usually brings you to a character? What makes you relate to a character when you see someone and go, you know what, I could cosplay that. I could see myself wearing those clothes.
I've been a sucker for like Rangers my whole life, so seeing her, the power, the animals, was like, yes, absolutely. She just seemed really, especially her story, even though it's not fully developed yet, the aspect is she wants to bring balance, which is pretty good. Jaya, I think anything that challenges me to do something that's not really like she's... Can I say badass?
Yeah.
Okay. A badass old lady? I'm just like, yes. Especially because it's something I can say, I can cosplay this the rest of my life and I get to wear less and less makeup. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'll be able to just keep doing this forever and it doesn't even matter. So I really liked the age variances and that kind of stuff. Generally, badass women are sort of a thing.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing here this weekend?
Yeah, so actually, Face to Face has really got this down so amazing. So they allow us to be a part of these side events. So we end up being able to, So the new core set 2019 is coming out in a couple of weeks, but they got limited numbers. So part of the open house, we've been able to put together and play people with these decks, which has been really fun, new to everyone. And then on top of that, we have learn to play packs as well. And I bring my own decks. We bring our own decks. And so for myself, I have Modern, Commander, and Standard. So in between events, we get to play with the players, and it gives them something to do while they're waiting for their next event, and we get to play Magic all day.
Sounds like a win-win.
It's a complete win-win. I get to give out prizes, free buttons, and it's been fun.
So I'm here with Seb McKinnon, who is an artist, Magic the Gathering illustrator, and he's here at Nats signing cards, doing some sketches. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here today?
Yeah, just signing cards, doing a lot of alters and artist proofs, sketches on artist proofs for fans and players. So it's been great.
I saw those sketches and they look amazing. They look really good. And I have a couple of your alters in my cube. So what's your favorite part about coming out to these GPs or nationals or events like this?
It's definitely seeing the players and communities, because like when you're an artist, right, you're kind of in your corner doing your thing. And I've always loved Magic. I got in because of the art, and I'm really grateful to be doing what I'm doing. But seeing look at like the room. There's so many people here, seeing the fans, seeing the passion in person is like a huge bonus, and it feels great to be among everyone.
So Saga is a new card type. The artwork though on a Saga looks very different from a normal Magic card. What was the art direction like, and how much did you know going into it about what the card was going to be?
I don't. Well, in my case, it was really interesting because Mark Winters, the art director, wanted to link the Dirge of Dread card I had done in M25, and I got the commissions around the same time. And he wanted something abstract, and I think that's a key thing with the sagas is like I think they all want to have some kind of abstract representation. So in my case, it was for Rite of Bells Unlock. It was supposed to represent a song. So Dirge of Dread was going to be the verse, and Rite of Bells Unlock was going to be the chorus. So they wanted both cards to represent a song. And
Norwegian black metal. Is that the song?
I don't know. Yeah,
because it is hardcore.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, really fun commission.
So you said that the reason that you got into Magic illustration was because of the art, or you got into Magic because of the art. What were some of the cards that really grabbed your attention, maybe when you were younger?
When I was younger, a whole bunch.
Because the artwork looks so much different now than it used to. You know, it's a very different style.
Yeah. But I try to channel that in my artwork now. I think like the love I had for the game as a kid. And for the art, like I didn't know how to play as a kid. I just collected the cards for the art alone, and then I figured out how to play later. In my case, though, what card? Oh, I had a bunch. I mean, Terror. I like Terror a lot. The old Terror. Yeah, I have to say. I'm
noticing a theme here with the Rite of Bells Unlock and then Terror. Yeah, like that's some hardcore stuff. How about Unholy Strength, Pestilence?
Unholy Strength, yes. Oh yeah, for sure. Unholy Strength. I also liked. I don't think it's really a known card. That Lost Soul.
Oh yeah, the one in the river, the swamp bar. Yeah,
with the woman with the white veil. That was really cool. I like that one a lot. Yeah.
You know and I could say this a lot about your work, but a really good piece on a Magic card tells a whole story with just one single picture, right? And it gets your imagination going, and it makes you, really puts you in that world. And I think your artwork does that. And I'm so glad that you showed up to Nats today. It's a really great meeting you.
I'm really happy to be here, and thanks to Face-to-Face Games for inviting me. Really, it's really appreciated.
So I'm here with Morgan McLaughlin, somebody who's been making a lot of waves recently in the Pro Tour and the GP Toronto, and you're here playing Nationals on Canada Day.
Yep. Yeah, it's great.
Now you've been doing really well recently. Can you tell us about some of the events that you've played?
Yeah, so I mean, I won an RPTQ back in April, and then played a face-to-face open team event, finished top 8 of that. Next event was Grand Prix Toronto, which we won. Team event with Lucas Siao and Chris Harabas, and then came in 9th at the Pro Tour, followed that up with a top 4 in Pittsburgh. Now I'm here at Nationals, not doing quite as well, but I think with a win I'll be top 32.
So yeah, what has changed? Have you noticed anything changing in the way you play Magic or the way you see Magic, or what's going on? Are you eating differently?
No, I mean I think it's a little bit of a mindset thing. Like, I've played Magic for 15 years. I've been playing PTQ since 2005. I think was my first PTQ, and it's just kind of in the last couple of years I've just kind of taking it a little easier, and I don't get so stressed because I would get to the close like the elimination rounds, and I'd start to get really close. I've lost top 8s for GPs I think 2 or 3 times before this. I've lost in the top 8 of PTQs a couple of times, and just I could feel myself getting like really stressed out about it. And I'm just kind of got to a point in my life where I'm a little more like chill about it, a little more casual. I mean, I wouldn't say casual. I'm still preparing and I still care, but
I wouldn't call your street casual.
No. What I mean is like, I used to care a lot, and like when you get to those elimination rounds, I'd be shaking, I'd be nervous, and I'd act like I wasn't, but inside you're just thinking about other things. But I've heard a lot of other players, like great players, say this a lot. Like I know Owen, like PB have said this kind of thing where you just focus on the game, just focus on your next play, focus on what you need to do, take it one game at a time, one play at a time, and I think that's helped. That mindset's really helped.
Absolutely. I think that's great advice for anybody who wants to take their game more seriously, and it helps prevent you from getting tilted, which is a huge thing in these long events.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you have to realize there's variance, right? Everybody loses. The top players have maybe a 65-ish win percent, so even the best players in the world are losing 35% of the time. So everybody, you have to take losses, and you take one loss and you just rattle it off.
Well, that's Canadian Nationals 2018. Man, there's so much to do and so much to see. Cosplayers, artists, side events. I almost forgot that the actual Canadian Nationals tournament was happening this weekend. 4 face-to-face games in Milo Gathering. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye. Some turbo events. That's okay. I'm so sorry. There was an earthquake.